Hi everyone! Welcome to Interstellar Studies. This is my very first video and we will be learning about fractions. So, what are fractions? Let's go find out. First, let's define fractions. Fractions are a value that is a part of a whole. They represent a whole number that has been split or divided into equal parts. Let's look at an example. So, here's our example. The fraction is 1/2, or 1/2. I know that it just looks like a 1 and then a line and then a 2, but that's a fraction. The circle beside it is a representation of this fraction. So what are the different parts of fractions? The top number is the numerator. This shows how many parts we have out of the whole. In this fraction, the numerator is 7, so we would have 7 parts. The bottom number is the denominator. It is the total number of equal parts. In this fraction, the denominator is 10, meaning we have 10 total parts. So we will split this whole into 10 different parts. It's like cutting one whole pizza into 10 smaller equal parts. Since the numerator is 7, we will shade 7 sections of this circle. Look at it like a pizza. Say you order a large pizza which has 10 slices. Because it's a large pizza, you can't finish it, so you only want 7 out of 10 slices. This means you only want 7/10 of a pizza. So how do we name fractions? There are only 2 steps. Let's say this rectangle is a chocolate bar. First, we need to identify the total number of equal parts. In this case, our chocolate bar has been split into 4 total parts. This is the denominator, which will go on the bottom. Second, we need to identify the number of shaded sections, or in this case, how many pieces of the chocolate bar you want to eat. There are 3 shaded sections, which means you want to eat 3 pieces of the chocolate bar. Remember, fractions are not one whole, which is why you still have some pieces of the chocolate bar left over. Well, they're not equal to one whole because, look at it like this. You have 1 chocolate bar, only 1, but then you split that into 4 sections, and then you eat the 3 out of the 4 pieces, which means you still have some of that whole left over. The answer is 3/4 because there are 3 shaded portions out of a whole split into 4 equal sections. This means you want 3 pieces out of your 4-piece chocolate bar. How about you try one? Pause the video and try to name this fraction. First, you would need to identify the total number of sections. There are 5 total sections, so the denominator is 5. You would put this number below the line. Step 2. Identify the number of shaded sections. There are 4 yellow sections, so the numerator is 4. The numerator goes on top, so you would put 4 above the line. And there you have it. We have our fraction. Our fraction is 4/5, or 4/5. However you want to say it. Next, let's try drawing fractions. This is very similar to naming fractions. First, let's divide a whole into equal parts. The denominator indicates the total number of sections you'll divide your whole into. The denominator is 3, so divide your whole into 3 equal parts. Next, shade the sections according to the numerator. The numerator tells you how many sections are shaded. The numerator is 2, so color in 2 total sections. It's like picking out how many pieces of a pie you want. You want 2 pieces of a 3-piece pie. And there you have it. Here's our fraction. So here's a recap. Fractions have a numerator on top and a denominator on the bottom. A numerator is the number of shaded portions. The denominator is the total number of sections of a whole. To name a fraction, determine the denominator from the total number of parts and determine the numerator from the number of shaded sections. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something about fractions. Please let me know if I wasn't thorough enough, or let me know if I was just a little bit confusing. This is my first YouTube video after all. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everyone. Bye!